Hey guys, it's the eve of PAX Australia and I'm pumped for tomorrow. Going with some friends, we've got a few things planned for the YouTube channel and everything. So guys, if you're going to PAX, throw me some questions that you want me to ask some of the cosplayers out there. I really want to sort of ask some random questions, but also want to know what you guys want me to ask too, just so we can have some sort of fan questions out there. But before we get all to the excitement, let's get to today's show.
Madmikeeygaming.
G'day all you beautiful gamers out there, Mad Mikey coming at you with the Thursday edition of In All Honesty Gaming News Thoughts, the show where we don't just report on the topics of today, we actually talk about what I feel about the show. So don't forget, as per usual, let's be like Buddy Christ and give us a thumbs up. Wait till the end of the show to click on that subscribe button if you like what you see. Because let's face it, ghost followers are no good for anybody. So in the first bit of news today, which there is not much of, reportedly Mafia 3 is the fastest selling Take-Two/2K game ever made. It shipped about 4.5 million copies in its first week of release, which beats the likes of Bioshock, NBA, the 2K series, WWE 2K, and the Borderlands. This is actually really surprising to me, to be honest. Like Mafia is such a niche game, and there's been so many open world games out there at the moment that I just feel that this has flooded it. And if you've watched my previous shows, you know my exact feelings about how Mafia is at the moment. I think it's an open world game without there being an actual purpose in that world. The story is fantastic, don't get me wrong, the graphics are beautiful sometimes, but the gameplay does get a bit repetitive. As I said, I'm a bit surprised that that's beaten the likes of Borderlands and Bioshock, which obviously have had, they're a bit of a series. Mafia, the original Mafia I don't think was really a commercial success. The second one picked up a bit, but this one is obviously flying out of the water. So congratulations to 2K Games. You got another winner. In the last bit of news today, because as I said, there isn't much. Reports are going out there that this beauty of a console is going to be stopping production soon, as early as this week. Now, Nintendo actually came out and they said, no, we're not stopping it. Initial reports ages ago were saying that like March 2018 was when they were going to stop making it. So I just want to do a little bit of my thoughts on the actual Wii U, because there's not really much that Nintendo can do to salvage that ship at this point in time. When I bought the Wii U, I remember I was very tentative about it. I wasn't sure. I mean, it was about $300, $350 with some games. I was actually really interested in getting the Monster Hunter game with it, but there was no bundles or anything like that, so I had to go in, I had to buy the console as well as buy some games. And I didn't know any friends with the Wii U. I'd never even touched one, so I sort of went to the Swanston Street EB Games, where they've actually got like a Nintendo Land upstairs. So if you are a Nintendo fan, they've got heaps of stuff there. They've got 3DSs. You can street pass the hell out of that place. So I knew that they would actually have a Wii U up on. So I went up and I put my hands around it, and I was playing a bit of Mario, and I was just like, I honestly held on to it for 5 to 10 seconds, and I'm like, I'm getting this. I just thought that it was so unique, the fact that it had this. I actually held the white one, and I wish I did get the white one, but the idea of there only being 8 gig of memory on it wasn't that enticing. I didn't do much sort of research on that console at that time, so I didn't know that expandable memory was a thing and whatnot. So obviously I got the black one, the 32 gig one, which again, still wasn't really that much memory to begin with. Considering that you had your Xbox 360, which you could have 500 gig at that point, and you had your 500 gig PlayStation 3s that were out there. But I just thought it was unique. So I got my Monster Hunter, which was really something that I was interested in. And I also really wanted to get like, I got the Mario and stuff like that down the track, but I really want an adult game. So what I did was I actually went back and I bought Assassin's Creed 3, which I'd already had on the Xbox 360, and finished it. Didn't think much about it, but I wanted to see how it was. And this was the missed opportunity, and I know that the Wii U was very underpowered. There's no sugarcoating that. But the experience on it, in my opinion, was way better than that of your Xbox 360 and whatnot. Like, you had the map and you had basically all of your things on the actual gamepad, where it just let the screen be beautiful. Since then, I've bought quite a lot of Wii U games. I don't probably play them as much, but just a few standouts. So, like, you got the Xenoblade, you've got Mario World 3D, you've got Tokyo Sessions Mirage, and like there honestly wasn't that many games. Like, but I think it was more of an experience and more of a lead up to what the Nintendo Switch is going to be. But when you sort of think about it, when you actually, because this could be used as a TV remote, anything like that. But for the actual off-screen play, you do not get the input lag and whatnot that you do with like the PlayStation crossplay with the Vita and the TV. They've just really done something magical with this, that there is no lag, and you can actually just play the game. Like there's obviously a bit of a distance to what you can do, but a lot of people have asked me with their kids and whatnot if there's a console that I recommend. I have recommended the Wii U numerous times. I'm like, you don't want, what do you want them to play? They said, we don't want them to play GTA and all that stuff. And I said, well, look, the Wii U is a fantastic controller. Game, sorry. If you want to watch TV, they can just play on the control. But yeah, a bit sad that it didn't sort of do as well. I think it was sort of doomed from the beginning, sorry. It wouldn't surprise me if they do stop making them now, because there's just, I don't think, any point to it at this point. They didn't try lowering the cost of the console or anything like that. They just didn't make the money that Nintendo thought would have been any use to sort of lowering the price. Like, they put a lot of bundles out there with Splatoon and Mario Kart, but it just couldn't salvage it. Like, it lifted it up a bit, but that was about it. But that's it for today's show. Over the weekend, as you know, I will be going to PAX Australia. I'm going to be doing some interviews with some cosplayers, so please bear with me, because I'm going to be doing a lot of editing with that over the week, well, after the weekend's over. So hopefully midweek next week, late next week, we'll have that up. We'll try and sort of keep to the schedule, although it will be hard. But there'll be no Shit I'll Never Play tomorrow. Monday, getting to know Mad Mikey Mondays, obviously we'll do our best. I've got that day off just to sort of recover from the experience that is PAX. So guys, have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and I will see you next week or on the weekend at PAX. Take care.